Hi everyone, this is Umberto Mattei, solution designer at Mindflow. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the definition of AI swarms and see a concrete example. So AI swarms are a way of connecting multiple agents and connecting them to tools as well for concrete and contextualized activity. So we are able to deploy a solution that is dynamic, so it can adapt depending on different contexts as an input, but it is also composable. When we say that, we mean that we have multiple different types of agents that do a specific job and that they can be reused in different implementations. Even if we are on an agent system, of course, some of the actions need to be checked and verified by humans. So we have, of course, human in the loop assistance as well. The most typical one is, for instance, having an agent interact with a human over chat just to get approval on a certain operation that they might want to perform, like, for instance, resetting the password of an account, of a user account. And really, once again, we see that there is this compounding effect that is created once we develop more and more specialized subagents, because those ones will be able to be reused for different use cases. So when we think about this type of system, about multiple agents working together, one of the examples we typically think of is the security operation center of tomorrow. So over here, we might have multiple different types of agents, and each of them will be connected to other agents. We see it as a bit of, let's say, many orchestrators that are using some specialized agents, but within the image, it really looks like more of a mesh because of what I shared before. So the fact that we can reuse the same agents in multiple use cases. So let's have a look at one of those agents, for instance. Here we have a compliance and governance supervisor. We have an agent that is connected to many different subagents. It's working on compliance. We have topics such as vulnerability management. We have topics such as identity access, and we can have a prompt like the one that looks like the one over here, for instance. Since we are in the Security Operations Center, we can structure our activities as level 1, level 2, level 3 supervisor agents. And over here, we can assign tasks, capabilities, and we can explain the input and output format, but also what agents we collaborate with. So how can we configure something like that in Mindflow? This is what it actually looks like in Mindflow. We are going to be using our AI swarms, and over here we're going to have multiple different agents we can connect. So we see the basic block of the orchestrator, the compliance and governance supervisor, and we see all the different subagents that they are actually used in this. A notification router agent, a report writer agent, for instance, risk register agent, those kind of different activities that we can actually define within the agent. As we said before, the most important things are really the user prompt, explaining the mission clearly, explaining the reasoning process, especially explaining how it has to log what it does, and then connecting to all the different agents. So we can see them over here as well within the configuration panel. If we look at one of the agents themselves, for instance, like the risk register agent, it's going to look not much different from what we actually just saw. So it should be quite smooth to actually configure each single layer of the system. Over here, once again, we have our AI task and we have our user prompt and we have the different tools that we can actually use. In this case, we talk about ServiceNow and Jira. And over here, we have an agent, for instance, that can be reused in multiple different use cases. So as we saw today, we saw the definition of the of an AI swarm. We saw how it could actually work in practice on a concrete use case and how it can actually be configured. This is a quite powerful system that is actually quite flexible, and where little by little, when we build our specialized agents, we have a compounding effect that allows us to tackle more and more use cases in an easier fashion. Thank you for watching.